So today we have a really fun video for you. So when we were down in Texas, Jack and I came across something that was so amazing, and we talked to the inventors that were there, and we gave them a card, and I kind of forgot about it, but this box, the amazing thing, just showed up, and today we're going to put it together and share it with you. Jack calls it the solar death ray.
Well, that's what they call it too.
That's not what they call it.
Yeah, they do.
It's not at all what they call it. No, that you're thinking of something different. You're thinking of the guy that you got a pocket knife?
I can prepare.
Good grief, you sure do. Going cheap knife today. Oh man, let's take a look inside. So we'll take a peek inside the box. So here, you work on that one. That's kind of cool. It's got a map on it. All the places that it's used. What this is that this is a completely off-grid solar cooker. I've seen lots of them, but I've never seen one that had this kind of design. It is, well, it's shaped like a giant satellite dish. Here's one of the reflectors. And it was amazing of how much heat it generates. So we have the perfect day for it today. It's going to be like 90 out. We have clear blue skies. And it's going to be very, very, what's that?
I do not know.
Very, very sunny. I hope it came with instructions because there's a lot of pieces. A lot of pieces.
Papa says that I have to do this thing on my own, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it quite well. I'm going to do it better than Papa himself. So it seems to me that we have to lay out everything over there. Do not comment on the hat.
I can't really take a nap, Jack. I'm too excited. Ooh, Mama's here. She can even help with this. So we're going to lay out all these pieces. You can come in. We're videoing it, but it's a family video. So we're going to put together Jack's solar death ray.
How'd you bring stuff into the garden?
This is nice hardware. It's all stainless steel. Okay, so Jack's reading the instructions. I'm pulling out all the pieces. Man, but this is nice quality. All the hardware looks like it's stainless steel. Look at this. It's got this. That's nice. Very nice. Quick detach pins with ball detents. Stainless. Looking good. All right, Jack, how are you coming over there?
Our first step is we need this piece right here. I think this is going to be like the core of it.
All right, I'm simply acting as a supporting role for Jack. One thing that I learned from, I don't remember who was telling me. Years ago I heard this, but it was from someone that worked for one of the major defense contractors, and he was in charge of hiring young talent out of the best schools in the country. And he said what they did for a long time is that they were hiring these young men and women based solely on test scores, just academics. And if they were, if they came out and they were the smartest kid in the class with the best grades, they got the job. And what they found out over time was that these kids, many of them, did not have a strong ability to critically think or to solve problems. And what they found out was that if a child, or this was their belief, for what it's worth, what they determined was if a child was not raised in an environment where they had to solve problems or work with their hands, putting things together, fixing lawnmowers, working with their parents and all that, that they didn't have a strong ability when they were adults or older to solve problems and to think creatively. So just strictly based on academics, or just because someone does well in academics, does not mean that you are a creative person or a good problem solver. It can actually mean just the opposite. And so he said what they found out, what they were more interested in was not so much their grade point average, but how were they raised? Were they raised on a farm or a ranch? Were they raised with parents or grandparents that worked with them in a wood shop or a metal shop? That these children were much, much better at solving problems and coming up with solutions to really thorny issues than the kids that had not. So that's why, Jack, you may not know it or not, this is homeschooling. That's why I always have you put this stuff together and figure these problems out without my help.
Well, I need a little bit of help.
Oh, I'm here to give you guidance, but I want you to exhaust your resource, exhaust your resources and then.
I don't. My problem is I don't have the pure mustard, but you do, so I kind of need your help with that.
Use your noggin sometimes. So what you were doing, you were pushing against a bind.
Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes you look at it, reposition something, take the bind off of it, and then it'll go through. So while Jack's putting that together, so these are the reflectors. These are bright. Do they have a protective film on them? What's this? Yeah, they do. They have a protective film on them.
Good. I was kind of worried that it would be gray and messed up.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, that's really bright.
Ah, I have the background, so it's really bright.
Isn't that crazy?
Mhm.
Let's see. How's it look? Put your face in there.
Actually, Papa, I'm awesome.
Oh, okay. So if you pull the tab correctly, all of the film just comes right off. Boy, this thing is going to. When we focus that sunlight, this thing is going to be
Wicked.
very, very intense.
You know what my favorite part of building an IKEA cabinet is, Papa?
What's that?
When you realize you put all the cabinets that you built, you put the one piece backward, and you have to take the whole thing apart again and put it back together.
Man, I hear that. I hear that.
You hear it?
I'm with you. That's been my experience as well. That's because I don't read the instructions.
Me too. Well, I don't read them well enough. We're gonna put the giant fire pan holder on.
Is that the base? Oh, that is. That's the base for the cooker.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting. It's got teeth. Oh, it's got. So you can self-level it. How clever is that? This is very well designed. Whoever did this was a thinker. Whoever designed this, Jack, they were homeschooled.
One down, more to go. Or now it's backwards. I think we need to read the instructions more, Papa.
Not me, you. Do you want a cordless drill or do you want the just a regular hand screwdriver?
Why would I want one of those?
Well, judging from the hardware, you're gonna need one.
Those aren't screwdrivers. Those screwdrivers.
Allen.
So now we are going to build the dish. When it goes in the window, it's so bright.
Now think about leverages and the material that you're working with. All of that leverage on there, even if you were to get those screws in there, if you were to let this rest on them, what do you think would happen?
The plastic would break.
It would break, so it needs to be supported.
I'm using 2 fingers to prop it up. And up at the very top, so it shouldn't do much harm. Oh, by the way, you have to check my comments, Papa.
I'll check them after breakfast.
You know what my favorite thing to do is?
What's that?
Read the gaming comments.
Are they?
This thing right here, I want that to hook on to this right here. And then do we put this?
Like this?
No. Do we have it backwards?
So what's next?
I think that we have to bring it out and spike it to the ground with these.
Yeah, the fact that we have a bunch of hardware on the floor would probably disagree with that. So use sunglasses when using it?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not a bad idea, is it?
I don't fully understand what the difference between these 2 pictures are.
Well, one has the sun behind him and one has the sun in front of him. See, when the sun is in front of him, he's happy. When the sun is behind him, he's not happy.
Oh, the way I thought of it was like there was a hole right here so we could reach it.
All right, can you mount the little mirror? Yeah, it's got a little catch here, Jack. So you lift the catch up, and you can turn it to follow the sun.
here. We have to take the plastic off this right here. Well, second to last thing.
Wow, that's where the power comes from, right?
Here's our solar death ray. This is a cooker, solar death ray. So we have our little cooking pan right here, and if the ground is uneven, which it is outside, we can just, these little spikes right here, we can change the angle.
Oh, that is clever, isn't it?
Yeah, we've been saying that Mom was going to make us breakfast all day, but now it's lunchtime because we've been playing with it.
It might be lunch. She might be making us lunch. What I was wondering about this, Jack, is that this Soul Source, this came with it. I wonder if this pan is made of a special material. I wonder if this gets so hot that it would maybe burn a hole in a conventional pan.
Can we try it out?
We'll try it out. So.
No, I mean, like, can we try seeing if we'll burn it through a conventional pan?
Well, yeah, you'll take it up with Mama if you burn a hole in one of her nice pans. Looks like you're ready to go outside. So it did say wear sunglasses. So here's the small problem is how do we get it out through the door?
No idea.
Okay, so we're just going to take, it's made to break down into two pieces here. So I'll just take this piece out first, right? Mm-hmm. And then, oh, that's good. That rubs on that. It's like a little bearing. Mm-hmm. On that great part. So we'll take this out, and then we'll take the frame out. There's a tripod. We might have to take one leg off. Look out, Miss Pants. Look out. We're gonna get shot by the death ray. Look out, Heart Racer. Coming through.
Don't get death rayed. I'm not very good with lighting right now because I've got my glasses on.
All right, let me turn the ISO on auto for you.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll take the frame out, maybe.
Will it fit?
Will it fit? It will.
Not.
It will.
Will it?
See
it
right there,
fits.
I used math, Jack. I used math to get it out of there.
I'm not sure whether I'd call that math. I think I'd just call that reckoning.
Whoa! Oh man, that's bright. I see why the sunglasses now. Ooh, that did burn your face off. Good grief.
It's pointing at the house.
It's gonna be pointing at the sun here in a minute. Oh man, that is so bright. It's incredible.
It's like even bright with my sunglasses.
There's a big bumblebee on me. Okay, so I just put the pin in, right? How do we aim it, Jack? Oh, that is wickedly bright.
I think that the bumblebee is stunned and he can't see anything.
I think we just death rayed the bumblebee. We have to get some sunglasses for the Heart Racer.
That'd be funny.
So what are you looking for here?
Well, I can see that underneath of it, there's the sunbeam that goes up. And I'm trying to get it right in the middle. It looks like it's pretty good. If you bring the camera down, you can see it.
And so what do you do when the sun moves?
You move this.
And you just track the sun?
Yep. So this right here is the solar death ray, as we're calling it. The sun comes right here, and it blasts it up and hits the pot, and it's like a giant magnifying glass. So all this combines with this, and if you go down right here, you can see that it's got like a little ray of sun.
Oh yeah.
Or a ray of light going on it. And then that heats up the pan, and
can you show her how to adjust it?
feel over it and feel how hot it is.
Whoa, that's a lot of heat there.
And then if you want to adjust it, you can change it so that wherever the sun is, you can move it to see the sun.
Ah.
And then you can adjust it right here.
Oh, so it's got multiple.
So I can go up and down and sideways.
How clever. So you just use the sun. You don't have to use anything else. Now I'm guessing this is too hot to touch, huh?
Jack is making the patties. What can we expect from, what is this, Miss Wranglerstar's kitchen? What can we expect for lunch?
Well, we've got some homemade relish to put on. So it's time to make some more relish this year. My peppers and cucumbers are coming on strong. And these are cucumbers from the garden and some beets, fresh ginger, obviously some store-bought carrots. Got ketchup, ready to eat.
Tillamook cheese.
Tillamook cheese.
Mama, I will eventually catch up to your cooking skills.
Let's not play with the food too much, thank you.
Just a little.
You ready?
Let's give it a shot. Whoa, that's a hot pan. That is amazing. So this would be great for like places where you don't have wood to burn or coal or...
That's amazing. So it's been heating up for about 10 minutes or so, maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah, that is hot.
What do you think?
This is amazing, don't you think?
It's amazing.
The fact that you don't use any fuel.
So we were talking to the folks that work for the company, and they said that they kind of developed this for people who didn't have firewood to cook. They were running out of firewood, or it was a long trip to do it. And they're implementing these all over these third world nations, and they're able to cook without
Using the wood that
cutting,
they have.
yeah, cutting down the trees that they have. It's just so clever.
Yeah.
I thought maybe putting a lid on there would keep it the
Moist.
dish a little bit cleaner from the oil from
Oh yeah.
getting on the
It'll also keep the moisture in there.
the death ray.
Yeah, because you can see, look at all the moisture from the meat on the pan already. Keep it juicy.
There's a very large version of you right there.
There is.
Can you see yourself?
Huh. So you get two for the price of one?
It's two. You get Big Mama and Small Mama.
Does it smell good to you, Heart Racer? Yeah. So who was loyal when I won my run today? Lucy. It was hot for Ginger. She made it 1 mile and she sat down at the house.
You sat down when you run back.
Well, I knew she was getting tired after 1 mile, and I brought her right back because it was hot. And she did not continue.
I think she's eating too much cheese.
She's getting kind of chunky. Little chunky monkey. And then they could fry in there. There's no love of yellow jackets for me.
This is the electric death ray. It's a electric bug zapper.
And do you love it?
Well, yeah, it gives the bugs quite a shocking experience. I do what I call the stump maneuver. I stump on them.
Oh, I think this is great. I suspect that this is best for like soups or stews or those kind of things where, you know, you can stir it frequently. I think, you know, it took a little longer than normal to cook, but what a great way to cook if you don't need to bring fuel. You're very dramatic, Jack.
Oh,